If you're not familiar with recent events, ARK has had some serious issues. ARK is partially owned by a company called Snail Games. This Chinese company has not only taken over the game, but is ruining it. In the past month, they have lied to their investors, forced us to pay for ARK but a remastered version, delayed ARK 2 to 2024, banned players for raiding them, making ARK look horrible for the future of the series, and are shutting down all official servers. Let's start off with Snail Games lying to their investors. 2020. The Game Awards announced ARK 2 releasing later that year. Snail Games is the publisher for ARK Survival Evolved and ARK 2. Them announcing this was huge. So big in fact that it sparked so much interest to the game that millions of players had seen this and were excited to play. But sure enough, it got delayed to 2022, then 2023, and now to this date, 2024. Each year lying to their investors about it coming out soon, then delaying it. So from what this sounds like, ARK 2 was getting pushed back farther and farther while Snail Games milked it for its money and hype, bringing people into ARK 1. This really doesn't make sense either, seeing that Snail Games made $15 million in 2022 off of ARK, so they have more than enough money coming in to be a failing company. ARK Survival Ascended was announced last month, which is actually a really big deal. While this might seem amazing, there are some sketchy things wrong with this. One huge detail is introducing Unreal Engine 5 into ARK. However, this means that Snail Games has to recreate the game essentially. By doing this, Snail Games is forcing all official servers to be shut down and abandoning ARK 1. This is not needed as there really isn't much wrong with ARK Survival Evolved. Yes, there are lots of bugs like game crashing and bad graphics, but abandoning the game is not the way to go. Along with all of this, Snail Games is forcing us to rebuy ARK for $49.99, which was supposed to be free in the beginning. Now the sketchy part is ARK 2 and ARK Survival Ascended are both in this bundle, so you're essentially paying for both games. Now there is one big issue with this. We have no idea what ARK 2 even is. Yes, we have gotten an idea of how it's going to be based off of the trailer, but there's no actual gameplay or anything to really explain the game. So we are paying for a game that's not even out and there will most likely get delayed to another year. Now let's talk about what's happened recently. So if you do not know, Snail Games doesn't own all of the official servers on ARK, however they do own official servers called Conquest servers. These servers are newer, but have been around since 2018. A tribe named T have been around since the beginning of ARK and are owned by Snail Games. Yes, you heard that right, Snail Games plays ARK unofficial. Snail Games has used this to abuse the game. They have banned 93 players on one of the Conquer servers for simply raiding them. Here is a clip from this.
We did it in a legit way. We even forbid our players from bringing any fabricated snipers. If T sees you using a Fabi, they will ban you almost instantly. We were fighting them on their terms and we were winning. And that is when they decided that fair enough. All 93 of us were banned from Conquest servers forever, except the guy that took the screenshot obviously. But yeah.
So basically what happened was that there was a player using a Fabi sniper, and this gives them enough leeway to just ban someone for it since Snail Games doesn't need much proof with them just using Fabis. Then out of nowhere, they banned all 93 players in their tribe for cheating. There is enough proof here to prove that these players did not cheat, and T-Tribe are the real cheaters. So here's a little backstory of Snail Games. Snail Games runs Atlas and Dark and Light, two games that could and still can be amazing if supported properly. When Atlas came out, it was a disaster. Nothing worked and the servers lagged every second. Snail Games hyped up Atlas to make it seem awesome, and it had millions of concurrent players when it came out. But the truth about this is that they used Atlas as a moneymaker. You see, with Steam you can publish a game as early access, meaning that there will be issues and the purchaser is supposed to understand that. This also means that the company can just make the game and stop supporting it. This is exactly what Snail Games did. Last year, they wrote Atlas off as a financial loss. Now, Light and Dark, another game ran by Snail Games, this game was like ARK but with magic. It could have been a great game, but they ruined that as well and stopped supporting it. So if you put all the pieces together, it's pretty obvious what Snail Games' intentions are with games. They purchase a game, milk it for money, then abandon it. This is also what they are trying to do with ARK, which is destroy the game. So the only reason why I'm making this video is to better ARK and to hopefully make a change to the corrupted company Snail Games. If you ever see a game published by Snail Games, do not buy it. ARK is not going to last much longer in the hands of Snail Games. If Snail Games doesn't fix these major issues killing ARK, I will no longer be creating content for ARK Survival Evolved or any future game under Snail Games.